you guys doing? So today is a Pilates inspired routine. It's a bit fusion. It's going to be about 30 to 35 minutes. And what you need for this routine is a small towel and ideally a hardwood floor so that you can work with that. If you happen to have a KICHGO slider, you want to grab your KICHGO slider. You only need one today. I'm not going to be using the slider because I'm going to demonstrate with the towel, but just know that they work hand in hand. With the KICHGO slider, if you're on a hardwood floor, you want to use the spongy side, not the slippery plastic side. That would be for a carpet. If you're on a carpet, you can use the plastic side. If you're using a towel, make sure that you fold it up neatly so it almost looks like a slider, so that when we're doing moves, you can see it simulates a slider. I'm also going to be using light weights. So for those of you who do have light weights, I do not recommend 5-pounders, anywhere from 1 to 3 pounds. If you have those, feel free to grab that. If you don't have weights, don't worry about it. It's just a little added benefit. You can also choose to use water bottles instead. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do with my mat. Because we're basically using the hardwood floor, I'm actually just going to fold up my mat a few times just to give me some padding for my forearms and possibly on my knees if I need it. Okay? So those of you just showing up, first of all, good morning. So you're either going to use a small towel, fold it up neatly so it looks like a slider. If you have a KICHGO slider, you want to use that. If you're on hardwood floor, you use the spongy side. If you're on a carpet, you use the plastic side. Okay? And then if you have a set of light weights, anywhere from 1 to 3 pounds, you can use that as well. Some of these moves are moves that you would see similar to on a Pilates reformer. Some of them are just creativity-inspired movement, and some of the mat work is also inspired by Pilates. For those of you who don't know too much about me, I am a classical teacher, so I do teach classical Pilates, but for these classes, I tend to go more fusion, so it's really fun. You're going to have a great time. We're going to start in 1 minute, and we'll rock and roll. So you'll notice I'm not wearing any shoes. I'm just wearing, I would recommend being barefoot so you don't slide. My socks are Pilates socks. They have grippies on the bottom, so I feel really stable. But if you are wearing socks, I recommend taking that off. Some of you will choose to use socks as your slider instead. Okay, so let me put this off to the side. You guys know you need the towel or the slider and a set of light weights. And let's rock and roll. All right, come to stand tall, taking your legs wide. As you guys know, I like to anchor your bodies here. Taking some deep breaths, and let's go for 4 big breaths. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. 2 more. Last one. And come to a genie position with your arms. Bring your feet in hip width and start to go modified high knees. Bringing those knees all the way up to your forearms without dropping in your spine, staying tall. Good. 10 seconds here. Going 5. Going into opening the chest, kicking your butt, waking up your quads, waking up your chest. Connect into that breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your legs wide. Your toes are slightly turned out. Kneecaps in line with your big toe and your second toe. Bring your hands onto your hips as you come down and stand. Down and stand. Pushing into your heels, waking up those legs. Now you'll notice that I'm going straight down. So I'm not sticking my booty out. I'm going down. Five seconds. Now we're going to wake up your ankles. Hold this down. Lift one heel and switch, and switch. Pulling your core in tight, pushing into your big toe. Ten seconds here. Can you get a little bit lower in the legs? 5. Now let's anchor ourselves. Lift one heel up. Open up that knee a little bit more. Let's see if you can lift the other heel up as well. Finding your balance this morning. Good. Can you get a little bit lower? Can you stretch your arms up to the sky? Holding that. 10 seconds here. Abs in tight. See if you can get a little bit lower. Find that center. For 4, 3, 2, and come to stand. All right, so let's begin. You're going to grab your towel. Make sure it's folded up neatly. And we're going to start with that towel underneath your left foot. If you have weights, you're going to have one in each hand. And what we're going to do with the weights is go for a tricep kickback. You can do it with your own body weight as well. Getting low into a squat, watch what I do. I slide my left leg out as I go for a tricep kickback and then pull it right back in. All right, we're going to start in 5 seconds. Chest up, abs in 3, 2, and let's go. Good. Now in my standing leg, my right leg, you need to be back into the heel. So wiggle those toes for me. Nice. You got it. I'm going to give you a side profile so you get a better angle of what my torso is doing here. See how my chest is lifted? I have this natural curvature of my lower spine, right? I'm not tucking. It's released. 10. 5 seconds here. Good, last one, and come to stand. Now, keeping your right leg straight, you're going to push out into a side lunge. And then come up, open your arms, and bring it back in. Push forward with those arms, open, bring it in. So notice now that my left leg stays straight the whole time. Down, open, in. Back into that heel like you're sitting into a chair. Let me give you a side profile. Keep going. Open and up. Sit back. Ten seconds here. Very good. One more. And nice. Keeping that same towel on the foot, now come to a Pilates V. Heels together, toes apart. It looks like a V. I want you to take that left leg back at a diagonal now. Hold that there, push into the heel, and back up. Your arms are going to go up at that diagonal and back in. Back. So notice that when my feet come together, they're still in the V. And they don't change shape, right? Watch this front knee. Make sure it's not going over the toes, that it's back in the heel. 10 seconds here, and then we're going to pulse it out. Good, one more. I want you to hold it here. Now the arms can stay up, or they can be here on the hip. The energy's in the back leg here as you go down an inch, up an inch, down and up. Now push into that front heel, down and up. Ooh, feel that burn. 5 seconds here, you're doing great. Last one, and bring it in. Put the weights off to the side. You're going to keep the towel or the slider on the left foot, bringing your hands down to your mat that's folded up to protect your wrists. Now, notice, my knees are directly underneath my hips. From here, I'm just going to lift up, holding this, and then I do want you to tuck your pelvis a little bit. Only the left leg goes out and draw it in. This is a rendition of the Pilates reformer move. Knees off, and then scooped in those abs. Tuck. You should feel your right leg working a lot. That quad working. 10 seconds here. Give me one more and relax. Who felt that right leg there? Really good. Now I want you to come down onto your forearms. The towel is still on that left foot. Now push out into a plank position. Here the left leg goes all the way out to the left side and draw back in. All the way out and draw it in. Now, in this move, the tendency is to lift the butt, try to keep it low, and of course, if the range of motion is smaller, that's okay. You can also drop your right knee down to give you a more modified version. Whatever works for you. Ten seconds. Last one, and relax. Very good. All right, we're going to repeat that series on the other side. Come on up. So now, ooh, that right leg should be feeling that. So now you're in your left. You have it on the right toes, on the towel, excuse me. Elbows back, go. Skating. On this move, can you be aware of your hips, right? Keep them pointing forward as you do the move. Chest up, work those arms. Let me show you the side profile. Squeeze. Let's see if we can get even lower in that left leg. Abs in tight. Last 10. 5. And come to stand. On this one, it's the side lunge. You keep the right leg straight as you push your arms forward, sit way back. Open the arms like hug a tree and then bring it back in. Forward, hug a tree and in. Good. Careful that when the arms are going forward, you don't drop the shoulders. Keep everything lifted up. The leg goes directly out to the side. It's not going back at a diagonal, directly out to the side. 15 seconds here. Last one, and good. Okay, so now you come to your Pilates V. Heels together, toes apart. Not too wide, it's not like ballet, it's more narrow. You're gonna go back at that diagonal as you sit back into that heel and back in. But now your arms go up at that diagonal. Please be mindful of that front knee. Watch its placement. You should be able to see your toes. Can you get even lower? Woo! Drive through that heel. 15 seconds. Then we have pulses. Good, last one. Hold this here. The arms can stay up or here as you go for a little pulse. Both legs are working together here. Pulse, pulse. Good. Can you stretch your arms up? Turn your triceps in, chest up. This is 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it in. Woo! All right, put the weights away. We're now doing the other version of knees off on the other leg. So you're on your hands, right? Your knees are underneath your hips. You scoop your tailbone under, right? Tuck, lift. Only the right leg goes out and in. Strong body. You have 20 seconds. Last 10. Feel that burn of the quad. 3, 2, and relax. Okay, on this one, you come down onto your forearms, right? Elbows directly underneath your shoulders and shoulder width apart. You come into your plank position. Feel free to stay down on your left knee and big circle. Try to keep that flat back. Pull your chest forward. "20 seconds. Are you feeling every muscle right now? Is everything ignited? Stay with me. 10. 5. Last one here. And relax. Very nice work. All right, so now I want you to pull your mat out. So unfold it. Make it long. You need both your towel and your weights. Let me scoot this back. All right, so starting with your towel, we're going to start with a roll up to stretch out the back of the body. Your legs are extended. Your towel is now unfolded and you're holding onto it. And you reach for your toes, stretch it out. Once you've held for a moment, you then take your arms forward and tuck your tailbone, roll it down. And again, roll it up and hold on to the feet, stretch. Arms forward, roll it down. Now, if rolling up is very tough for you, just hold on to the backs of the feet there. Just hold your stretch. We're going to do a variation soon. Forward and down. Let's go for one more. lift, stretch, forward, and hold. On this one, I want you to bend your legs. You're going to sit up really tall to start, and then tuck your pelvis. Sit up really tall, tuck your pelvis. One more time, up, tuck your pelvis, and then roll down till you feel your core working. Hold that there, little pulses. You're pulling that towel apart as you do these little pulses. Scoop into your abs, in and up, in and up. Those of you who are a little stronger today, see if you can go even lower, really challenging that range of motion. Never do I want to see this though, rounding in that upper back. Keep your chest up, really isolate in the lower half of your body. You got it. Go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, come on up. Tall body, round down into that C curve. The arms are going to go down, up, twist, like you're on a canoe. Those of you who are more advanced, you're going to lift your legs up into tabletop. Now notice that my heels are as high as my knees. Try to get there. Find that rotation through the waist. Twist. Feel free to keep those feet down if that feels better for you. Ten seconds. Give me one more each side and relax. We're going to use your towel again, so just put it off close by. I now want you to grab one of your weights. You're going to come down onto your right forearm. Your legs are bent. Your right leg is extended out. Now take your left arm up, cross, and back in. Cross. Good. Cross. So, as the right knee draws in, you're punching to the outer edge of that leg. Those of you who are more advanced, hold the weight in both hands and have your arms off. Scoop into those abs. Remember, you can always come back down here, give yourself a little break, and then come back to it. 10 seconds. Last one, come on down, switch. Left leg is extended. First, start with the cross twist. Your chest is up. Find that rotation and that punch. Keep going, let me turn towards you. Okay, and then if you can, and go. I lost my coordination there. Now, if you're finding this really tough, know that it is tough, and you will get stronger over time. So just all I ask is that you do the best you can, okay? You're doing great. 10 seconds here. Last one, and come on up. Put the weight off to the side, grab your towel. You're going to hold the towel behind the legs. So you see what I'm doing here? Now I'm using it, imagine as though I'm holding on to reformer straps. So I'm pulling this towel apart as I lie down onto my back. Now if you need to keep your head down, please do. Legs are up in tabletop. If you can crunch up, go for that. Widen your collarbone, and let's just start with little pulses. Exhale. Pulling down through those abs. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold that there. Here's level 1. Extended legs, level 2 in a Pilates V. I want you to pump those arms 4 times. 1, 2, 3, hold. Beat your heels for 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, beat. Again, inhale and exhale. Through the nose, out the mouth. Let's just do one more here. Pump and squeeze and relax. Rest your head down. From here, we're going to keep the towel where it is. We're going to do one more move like this. Come back to a crunch position, arms up, one leg extends, and again, as you crunch up, you switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Notice my crunch, and crunch, and crunch, and crunch. Whoa! Now, if this bothers your neck at all, watch what I do. I place the towel behind my head to support. Ten seconds. Going 5. And relax. Very good job. Very, very nice. All right, do me a favor, grab one of your weights again. All right, so from here, you're gonna hold the weight in the left hand. The right leg is straight up into the sky. I want you to imagine you're doing a figure 8. You're gonna go inside the leg and then switch and switch. Now see if you can do it with both legs extended. Ready? Go. Inside the leg. Twist, twist, twist. And of course, if this bothers your neck, put the weight down and just work those legs. You can also choose to have your hands underneath your butt to support your back if you need it, okay? So find what works for you. 10 seconds here. And relax. Okay, now put the weight off to the side. You can choose to grab the towel again to support the neck, or you can keep your head down. Your legs go straight up to the sky. Pilates V with your feet. The legs go down. Inhale, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Give me 3 more. Last one. And relax. All right, everybody, come on up onto your hands and your knees. We're going to finish with some more booty. All right, so from here, if you need to fold up your mat, please do so. All right, you're going to have your hands shoulder width apart, knees directly underneath your hips. Take your right leg and extend it back behind you at a diagonal. So see what I just did? Now as I lift the leg up, I'm going to swing it out to the right and back down. This should remind you of what we did on the towel. Sorry about that jackhammering you're hearing. Ready? Here we go. And swing. Try to keep your upper body as still as you can. Let me show you a side profile here. So notice my leg goes behind, and then I just sweep it out to the side. Good, you have 5 seconds. And from here, take the leg down at that diagonal. So just outside of your mat, come down onto your left forearm. Your hip is slightly open as you lift it up and down. Lift and down. So let me again show you a diagonal so you can see where my leg is in placement. See how it's just outside of my hip? And I lift from there. Keep going. seconds here. And on this next one, hold it up. Come back up onto your hands, half circle behind, half circle down. Half circle, half circle. So imagine as though you're drawing a mountain, right? So you curve it up and down, the energy's on the up. Pulling up into your abs. "15 seconds here. "5 seconds. Good. And relax. Come down to lie onto your left side with one of your weights. So you're lying down, like so. Your heels are lifted up. Your heels are in line with your hips, in line with your shoulders. And then I'm going to take the weight onto my top thigh as I open and close. Now make sure that your hips are stacked, one on top of the other, and that your abs are pulled in tight. You can push into the weight to give your leg a little bit more resistance. Good. Now on this next one, hold it up. Keep the weight where it is. Lift the foot up, bring your knee to knee, and then heel to heel. Knee to knee, heel to heel. Knee and heel. It's like a do-si-do. Sort of. Sort of like not at all, actually. Ooh, who's feeling that butt? Good. Keep those hips still. It's just the knee and the foot that are rotating. You're really trying to get to lift that knee up into the weight. So you're resisting with the weight. Good. 5 seconds here. Now hold it here. Drop your bottom leg so your knee is still lifted. Just extend and bend. Now notice that my knee stays still. My knee is hip height, excuse me. I'm pointing my toes as I extend, and I'm squeezing my outer thigh. Pull those abs in tight. Last thing coming up, hold it there, flex the foot, turn your heel up, and pulse it up. So this should be a real zinger for you. My use of words today is awesome. Do-si-do, zinger. Keep up, friends. I mean, I'm on a roll. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Very good. Okay, come on up. Quick stretch by sitting, cross that heel over, and we're going to go for the other side. We're not going to stretch for too much because we do have a stretch coming up, and I still want to get that maximum benefit, keep that energy flowing. All right, come on up and let's do the other side. So we start on your hands and your knees. You take your left leg and you take it behind, and then you swing it out. Ready? Let's go. Swing. You'll notice that my upper body is not shifted, well, just there it did, but you don't want it to shift too much. You want to keep it still. Really lift out of your shoulders. Good. Coming up, you're going to hold that leg out at a diagonal. Let's do it. Hold it at diagonal. You can come down onto your right forearm as you go down and up. The hip is slightly open, but your tailbone is slightly wrapped under. So your abs are pulling up into the pocket. Okay, ready? Hold this up. Come up onto your hands, half circle. Keep the stillness through the torso. Just let the leg do the work. Half circle back, half circle outside of the hip. Seconds here, and then we come down onto your right side. Last 5. And come down onto your right side. Grab your weight if you have it. So heels are lined up with the tailbone, shoulders. Take the weight onto the top thigh and begin opening it up. Now I want engagement of the core. Pull it in, right? You're not just relaxing through the torso. Everything is working. We're almost there. I've decided I'm going to give you a little bonus at the end. So we're going a little bit over that 35-minute mark. If you're into it, just stay with me. Good, keep going. Five, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Knee to knee, heel to heel. Now, can you feel right now your bottom leg working? Totally, right? That leg is having to stay active to hold your balance, right? And it already got worked. So it's working really hard right now. Heel. Good. Really rotate that foot up. Can you see too here that my hip is not moving? I'm not rocking it forward. Keep going. My timer's about to go off. Stay with it. Five seconds. Good. Now drop the leg. We go for the extend. Really, you're pushing into the weight, keeping the knee either hip height or a tiny bit higher. Abs pulling back. Has anyone ever done moves like this on the Pilates reformer? Normally there's a strap around the knee. Good. On this next one, hold it straight, flex the foot, turn the heel up, pulse. Yow! Good. Five, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Let that go. Come on to sit up. How does that feel? Okay, we're going to go for a little cardio blast to finish off this entire routine. All right, it's 1 minute on the clock. That's it. It's going to be 30 seconds of modified burpees, 30 seconds of mountain climbers, and we call it a day. Ready? Come to stand. Let me demonstrate the burpees real quick. So if you don't want to jump, you just reach up, you squat down, and you step back, and then step in and reach up. Those of you who want to jump, it's up, down, jump back, and in. All right, are you ready? Then we go into mountain climbers. In 3, 2, 1, go. Seconds. Hold it here, run it out. Last 30 seconds. And you're done. You did it. Beautiful work today. Very different than yesterday, I'm sure you feel, if you did my cardio class. This was more about igniting certain muscles, firing up the glutes and the abs, still getting a little bit of your heart rate up, but more activation. All right, let's stretch out. Coming to sit for my favorite mermaid stretch. Left leg is forward, right leg is behind you, holding this position. Arms out, find your lift, feel your core working. Left arm goes down, right arm reaches. Heart up. Come on up, grab the ankle, reach. Bring the arm down behind you, lift up onto your knees, push your hips forward. Bring that down, take your back leg, swing it out to the side, reach for the toes. Come on up, let's switch. Right leg forward, left leg behind you, arms out. Come on down, stretch. Come on up, grab the ankle, reach. Bring that arm behind you, come up on your knees, open up the front of the body. Bring it down, circle the back leg, reach for the toes, up and over. Coming to sit cross-legged to close out this class, which feels so good after a cardio day. If you guys want more, choose to do another one of my 30-minute routines. You can even do that cardio one from yesterday and add it to this one. Okay, you ready? Inhale, circle up. And exhale down. 2 more, up and down. Last one, take your arms up, palms come together, hands to your heart. I want you to think of one thing that's really challenging you right now. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to pay attention to that thing that's challenging you. And then I want you to shift your focus over to something that you're so grateful for. I want you to imagine seeing that thing that you're so grateful for and moving it towards the thing that you find challenging. Infusing that challenge with gratitude. Infusing that challenge with trust that you will come out okay and on top and better than ever. Place your hands onto your heart, open your eyes. And I am so proud of you for joining me today. You did wonderful. Again, I apologize about the jackhammering. I can't do anything about it. They're here at 8 a.m. Tomorrow is our very last live daily class. Tomorrow is going to be a 45-minute. And we're going to have fun because what I'm choosing to do for this routine is I'm going to look at all 13 videos up until now, and I'm going to pull moves from each one of those videos to sort of create a closer for all the hard work that we've done. So the moves will feel familiar because you will have done them in previous videos, but I'm going to pair them differently so it feels very different. And it will be 45 minutes. You don't need any equipment for this one. If you choose to bring light weights with you, feel free. If you want to bring your KICHGO resistance loop, feel free. But you don't need any equipment, just yourself and me as your teacher. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you feel great. Hi, you guys. Very different than yesterday, right? You're welcome. Thank you, Lenka. Yeah, Baton Rouge. Hell yeah. Thank you for saying my Pilates classes are so beautifully planned. Remember, they're not classical Pilates. This is I call it Pilates inspired because I am a classical instructor and I know the difference. Okay, I'm classically trained in New York style and this is not anything like that. So I just want to be very clear, this is Pilates inspired. Someone just asked me if it's my birthday soon. Yes, it is next week. It's Saturday, April 4th. Someone said their butt wants to scream. Yeah, South Jersey feels it in the booty. Yeah, from Ohio. Thank you. A warm hello from Bali. Hell yeah. Oh, thank you so much for loving the videos. Oh, that's awesome, Sarah. So Sarah just said she did a cardio in the morning and then this workout. So she did a total of an hour of my workouts. That's awesome. Thank you, Chelsea. So Chelsea just said that mountain climber was exactly what she needed to shake her glutes out and to shake. That's actually, you tapped into what I was thinking as I was doing it. I was like, I need to create more blood flow. And so that's why I did that. So, hey, New York. New York, stay safe, okay? I can't think of some other words for those zingers. You guys, I was totally cracking myself up. It's like, do-si-do, zingers. Because you guys forget, even though I'm talking to you, I'm actually talking to myself. So, so I'm like cracking myself up. Hey, Vermont. Yeah, Vermont. You're welcome, Laura. De nada, Isabel. Someone asked if my private classes are 30 minutes. No. Well, sometimes they are, depending if that's what my client needs, but they're usually 50 to 55 minutes. In Pilates, most sessions are only 50 minutes, sometimes 55 if they add stretching. Yeah, that you get sore from my stuff. Tomorrow, you guys, I'll be telling you sort of what I'll be doing next for you guys. But does anybody else have any questions? Do I ever lift heavier weights? I do for my arms. My arms do not like to tone. So I lift heavier, but I typically just use my KICHGO bands. Someone just asked, how do you keep your neck from hurting while doing some of the ab workouts? So typically if your neck is bothering you, it means that your core is not quite strong enough to do all the moves and that many reps. And so what you would want to do is keep your head down and do the modified version of those moves until your abs can get strong enough to support your head. And also too, a lot of us right now are dealing with what's called tech neck. I don't know if you guys have heard of that phrase. Tech neck is because, think of like technology neck, because we're on our cell phones all day and because we're on a computer, our heads are starting to draw forward like this. And that causes a weakness in the back of the neck and an over tightness through here. And so already a lot of people are sort of suffering from some neck issues. And then to do the ab workout sometimes is really challenging. So throughout the day, if you could just be mindful of where your ears are in place of your shoulders, it actually will help strengthen the back of your neck very gently. You just pull your ears back to your shoulders, pull your shoulders back, and you should feel this engagement through your whole upper back, between the shoulder blades and the back of the neck. And you want to try to keep that throughout the day to help strengthen that area. And then continue the modified core work, and you'll get stronger over time. Anybody else have questions? Tech neck is actually, someone just said thank you for that info. Tech neck is actually pretty dangerous. There's so many pressure points and connections to the brain when it comes to the neck and the rest of the spine. And so if you're not in proper alignment, you can get headaches, lethargy, you name it. So good posture is so crucial. Mohammed, thank you. Anybody else? Yes, these videos are going to be up until the end of April. Hip flexors getting fatigued. That's also a very common thing right now, where our hips are super tight because we sit too much, right? So this is all kind of part of the same animal. Also, sometimes your hip flexors will be tight if you are a runner, if you spin a lot, like if you take spin classes. Well, not right now, you do at home, right? So your hip flexors would be really tight. My recommendation is then during the ab exercises, go slower, soften your knees, don't go for straight legs. Soften your knees and turn your knees slightly rotated out to help turn off the hip flexors. And then what you want to be mindful of when you're doing those ab exercises is that you're squeezing your glutes behind you, right? So you're squeezing, and then that will also help take some of the pressure off the hip flexors. But if you're tightening your hip flexors to begin with, I would recommend also stretching them out every single day. It's really good for you. Anybody else? I'm trying to answer these as thoughtfully as possible. Do I do this over the weekend? Michael, what do you mean? I would love to answer that for you. I just don't know what you meant. Do I do this over the weekend? These are live classes, so I've been doing them every day. I think that's what you're asking me. I'm sorry if I'm not understanding. So I've been doing these for 13 days straight. And so tomorrow will be my 14th day, and I've just been doing them every day. These are live. I think that's what you meant. I'm sorry if I didn't. All right, does anybody else have any questions? I'm going to head out. I hope you guys have a fantastic, fantastic day. Oh, cool. Michael, I'm glad I answered that. Yeah, these are live. This is raw. There's nothing tailored about these. I've embarrassed myself a lot. Thank you. Thank you, you guys. So tomorrow, get ready. We're going to have so much fun, okay? It's going to be very different than today, very different than yesterday. Barcelona. See, I even did that. Barcelona. Thank you so much. All right, you guys. I love that. Whoever has that name, you are loved. I know you're from New York, but I love that name. All right, see you later. Bye.